Hey guys, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews today. It's beer 30. Let's go take a walk, see what's in the fridge today. Hey everybody, thanks for stopping by Gregsbeerreviews today. Today's beer comes from Ninkasi, I think that's how it's pronounced, Tricerahops Double IPA. My brother Nate sent me this one, and he sent a little note saying this one was bottled on November the 13th, 2014, and I do apologize to him right now for taking this long to get this beer reviewed. A lot of these beers, and I've been staring at it at the fridge and knowing it's a double IPA, but trying to get these single IPAs and the pale ales done in a timely manner because they're lower ABV. This is an 8%er according to what Rate Beer's got here. Yep, 8% on the bottle. They're out of Eugene, Oregon. And I don't see a date on here, but it may be something digitized on the bottle. I'm not aware of whether they date their bottles individually or whether it's a case. I don't know where Nate got his information from, but it may be on here somewhere. But anyway, we're going to get on with this one. Kind of wish I'd have done it a little earlier, but stupid boy. I got to it as quick as I could. I just wish I'd have done it when he sent it to me. I'm sure it would have been a little tastier, so it's all on me. It's my damn fault. Alright, Nate, like I said, I'm sorry it took so long to get this. I'm sure it's going to be a good beer. From the other reviewers that have done this and what I've read about this beer, it is a pretty tasty, pretty awesome beer. So I'm hoping it's not turned into a malt bomb already, so we'll see. Alright, well, on with this one. IBUs, it says on this one is 100, so double IPA, 8%, 100 IBUs. It ought to be an outstanding double IPA. Got the massive bitterness going on there, 8%. It's got a lot of malt to make that much alcohol. Hopefully it's a nice balanced double IPA. Commercial description: Tricerahops, which is what this beer is a double everything you already love in an IPA. More hops, more malt body, and a higher gravity define this double India Pale Ale. Fiercely flavorful, guaranteed to satisfy. Alrighty then. Over to the food pairings. This is your typical double IPAs, Cuisine's Barbecue, and that's just a suggestion from these clowns and everybody that says, well, try it with this, try it with that. Whatever you like to drink your beers with, whatever food group. If you want cereal in a double IPA, if that floats your boat and blows your hair back, by golly, do it. It says barbecue, but these go well with all your stronger dishes, salmon, grilled meat, a lot of your stronger dishes, guys. Monterey, the cheeses of Monterey, pepper jack, sharp. Your peppery cheeses, sharp blue cheddar. Your more pungent cheeses, gorgonzola, limburger. The meat is game, grilled meat, and salmon. Glassware snifter tulip oversized wine glass. I got my favorite glass here, the Solvent glass. And the beer says here can be cellar because it is a 8%er. I would not recommend that. Like I said, I'm kind of mad at myself because I've taken this long to get to it. So, Nate, I'm sorry, brother. Alright, tops off of this, into the glass we go. Alrighty, it's in the glass, about a finger of head on that pour, over into the light. I can see the ball break through it. It has got some very fine particulates in the beer. No big chunky pieces or not a lot of junk in the trunk, as I call it, but there are some particulates in there. Very fine. Probably hot particles. What do you think? Alright, let's get a nose on this and see what we got. Very nice orange tangerine color. Very typical of what a double IPA looks like, guys, in the glass. Let's put a nose on it. Now, not one thing is standing out more than the other. The malt is not standing out more than the hops. It is not a hop bomb, if you will. And that may be because this is done in November and here we are in February. My fault. The beer has a fairly sweet smell to it, being a double IPA at 8%. I'm getting a little bit of the grapefruity pineness in there, but it's not like a stone enjoy by. And of course, if it had been, I'd be way past the enjoy by date on this. Wow, still got a wonderful smell to it. Very citrusy. I don't know what hops they've used in brewing of this beer. Let's see what it says on the back of the bottle here. Oh man. Same thing I just read you in the commercial description. So, why do they write themselves so small? Makes it hard for old people like me without putting glasses on. Well, let's give it a taste, guys. It's that time. Let's get it on. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, Nate. Very nice balance on this beer. Definitely not a malt bomb. Wow, it's so easy drinking for an 8%. I'm not getting any of that alcohol at all. Very balanced. The hops and the malt on this beer are in perfect balance. I'm not getting more hops than malt, not getting more malt than hops. Wow. I would think this is probably one of the best balanced double IPAs. Now, if you're looking for something that's just over the top in the hops and the malt is down here, this is not it. And if you like a more maltier double IPA where the malt is up here and the hops are down here, this is not it. This is balanced. The malt and the hops are in perfect unison here. Nothing is overpowering the other. You can get in trouble with this. Now, being an 8%er, a lot of these breweries will package these bigger beers in 4-packs instead of 6-packs. So I'm not sure how this is packaged, whether it comes in a 6 or a 4-pack. But if you drink 4 of these, or even if it's in a 6-pack and you drink 6 of these, you're going to seriously have your buzz going on. This one would sneak up on you because you can't taste that 8% in the beer. And if you're drinking it on draft and you don't get to see what's written on the bottle, you could definitely get yourself in trouble. The long arm of Johnny Law might be grabbing you by the throat. You get them silver bracelets put on in the back. So if you drink something like this, guys, drink it at home. That's what I do. That's why I'm here. I don't drink these monster beers out in the bars or anything. Not usually, anyway, unless I have a designated driver. But anyway, very tasty. Let's run out of the fridge at 40 degrees, and before I sit here and drink it all in front of you like I'm doing, it's so damn good. I'm going to take it back and let her get a sip or 2 or 3 out of it, what she likes, and we'll come back and we'll do the final chug on this, guys. Pretty damn tasty. I'm impressed, especially for as long as it's been in the bottle. Still very, very tasty. Alright guys, I'm back. Got just a little left. Like I said before, very balanced beer. Probably one of the best balanced double IPAs I think I've tasted in a long, long time. The hops aren't overpowering the malt, and the malt's not overpowering the hops. Everything is just nice and level and very well blended together. Now, this may have been a little hoppier if I'd have done it a little earlier. My fault, like I said. Nate, I apologize once again for having this in the fridge as long as I did. This beer was done or bottled in November, and here we are in February. So it's at the 3-month shelf life as far as I'm concerned, but it has cellared very well. It is definitely not a malt bomb, and it's definitely not a hop bomb. But with the name Tricerahops, I'm kind of thinking it might have been a little hoppier fresh than it is now, but I think it has aged very, very well, and everything is just nice and balanced, and I'm not getting any of the alcohol. So very tasty, guys, very tasty. So yeah, sometimes you get lucky, and sometimes you're the windshield, sometimes you're the bug. I think I got lucky here. It's still pretty tasty beer, being 3 months old. So I'll try it. Very tasty, guys. Very, very tasty. I might have left a little in there. I don't want to do that. Ah, nice. Very, very nice. Like I said, I don't know what hops they've used in this and whether they were anticipating it being a super hot bomb or whatever, but it has, in the 3 months that it's been in the bottle, it's aged extremely well. So, very tasty, guys. Very nice, very well made beer as far as I'm concerned. So, and I was going to look on the bottle to see if it was actually anything digitized on this. And like I said, I can't get the Ninkasi beers here. So I don't know, Nate, you might post in the reviews where you got the information that it was bottled in November, because I don't see anything written on this thing telling me that. Unless it's on the bottom, which it was almost impossible to see. I don't see anything on the bottom, so I don't know where they are writing this date on there, whether it's on the case or whatever, because I see nothing digitized or written on it anywhere. So I'm taking Nate for his word that this was done in November. He says November the 13th. So Nate, post in the comments where you got that information, whether it was on the case, the 6-pack, the 4-pack, or where you seen that at, because I see nothing on the bottle. So I don't know how they're putting that information out. So, and he might just know that for keeping up with the brewery, but me being as a consumer and going into the beer store and buying singles most of the time to be beer reviews, I would kind of want that on each individual bottle or can. That's just how that's how I roll. So with that being said, let's see what everybody else thinks. We'll go over to Beer Advocate first, and they say 90 in the outstanding range. And over to Rate Beer. Rate Beer says 98 overall and 90 in the style. For me, guys, I think it's an 8 at this stage. Being 3 months old, I think it's an 8. It's an A-. I definitely think it's an A beer. And it may be a 9 out of 10, being a little bit fresher. But yeah, my fault, like I said, for keeping it in there as long as I did. But I still think it for 3 months it aged extremely well. Everything is nice and balanced. I loved it. It's still pretty good. I still think it's definitely an A beer, guys. So with that being said, I would put a numeric rating on this one, probably about a 92 or a 93. That's where I would put it. So with that being said, everybody here is in the 90s. So everybody thinks it's an A beer, and I agree. So if you've had this one from Ninkasi, I think that's how it's pronounced. That's how it looks like it's pronounced on the bottle here. Let me know what you think, guys, and let's see if we can find a good beer like this tomorrow in the fridge. Come on back. We're going to take a look together. See you then.